Good afternoon, all of you. How are you all? Trying some technology, this is the live through StreamYard. So, all of you who are joining, so should put your name and the place from where you are so that I can check you all here. Had it been through Zoom and all the way we do live usually, then it would have been easy. But the delay is because Zoom is giving some trouble. So I'm trying this StreamYard. I hope you all are able to see my screen right now. Okay? Put some messages in the live chat so that you all are here. Just checking it in the phone also. Okay, now as we begin, we are here today to discuss all your doubts and everything. Most of it I'll try to cover up here. Sorry for all the disturbances. Let us first understand what is this direct access subject. Why you all are saying it is so vast. Now, when you have studied the subject in depth, when I have taken the live classes for most of you, and if you have studied in earlier batch or not studied also, you have already studied it, right or not, in depth. So now when you're saying it vast, you have to remember few things at the core. That will come by lot of repetition. Like even if you're not revising math for once and keeping it aside, every now and then you have to pick up 10 minutes, just the 10 minutes, and revise the math provisions. Okay? Add and less. So like this, when you revise the provisions in brief, you will remember. Coming to the topics which are like penalties and all, you students are saying, ma'am, kaise yaad rakhenge? So 270 A and B, misreporting, underreporting, related to which the problems are important. Yes. So if you do that, that is more than enough. I'm using this StreamYard today. So if you keep commenting here with your names, just say hello once, and then if you comment here, I would be able to interact with you more and take care of your doubts more. Okay. Already we have circulated this PDF sheet which I am using in today's live. And what I have decided is these are all past exams and mock tests and all the important MCQs updated for your upcoming exam. So the first thing I want all of you to remember is settlement commission is not there. So related to that MCQ, safe harbor rules, just two lines are there now in your syllabus. Detailed safe harbor rules are not there. So like this, all the MCQs are compiled for the upcoming exams. So two things I want help from your side, that is these MCQs. Okay, what we are discussing right now, along with this MCQ related provision also I will try to revise as much as I can do, maximum possible. When I'm talking about carbon credits, when I'm talking about trust, one MCQ comes of trust and I'll tell you the 2 3 amendments of trust also. So this is the way we are going to go. Okay. So one thing I want all of you is to keep a notepad and calculator besides you. I'll also get my calculator, though it is here only. And this is a very odd time for me to take a live class. People around me are not used to it. This time I'll not pick up the call and also if there's a disturbance, please bear with it. Let us more focus on the calculator, on the notepad, so that you can write. And some of you have already sent me the queries for dividend and you want me to categorize which topics are in A, B, and C. Surely, all this will be taken care. Okay. And amendments, maximum possible, I will discuss. But once again, I'm saying, dear students, focus today is to discuss the MCQs with important concepts because you have each MCQ for 2 marks. So when you say MCQ, you have to write MCQ with the justification. How to write justification, I will tell you. Some of the answers I have printed also here. Justification answers are printed for all the MCQs. Okay. So other than this, there's a playlist. If you go by the playlist, there are tax amendment videos. So in that tax amendment videos, LIC amendment, your TDS amendment, all that are covered in detail. They are to the point videos. Some of the amendment lectures are just 45 minutes. So spare, and still if you have any doubt, comment below or just drop a message in the Telegram group. We'll surely clear it. Shall we begin? Yes? Check for yourself the reason of taking this. 15 days back, the batch is over. That time only we discussed the case laws, the paper pattern, and weightage and everything last May. But the reason of postponing MCQs and taking it right now with all you students' suggestion was, if I take it that time, I am only asking and I am only answering. Okay? So it will be like, bas sir hila hila ke you all are just listening. Right now, because almost most of you have just completed the portion, no, for once. So you will be able to respond in a better way and you will gain that confidence after 2 hours. Ki, okay, these MCQs we are able to do. There are some MCQs in the final exam which are coming from inter-topic which are not there in your CMA study material. Deductions, TDS. These are the topics. I've already put up revision videos for deductions for TDS in YouTube. Watch that, revise and go, because these are asked in final exam, though they are covered in depth in detail in inter. Okay, right. Hello to all of you, and I'm telling you honestly, this is a new technology today I'm using. जैसे आप लोग सीखते हैं ना डायरेक्ट टैक्सेशन, हमसे even we are learning. It's very easy to do the live streaming through Zoom, wherein the chat box continuously you're putting chats and it's being done. So today could not do it along with Zoom, so I've tried something new, which is StreamYard. I'll be sharing my screen. Everything will be normal. Only thing is, keep commenting in the chat box, at least all your names and the place from where you are. That will be like a small guru dakshina to me, and that would be engaging also. So keep commenting now and then. Okay. Hello to all of you who are here. Okay, how about the paper pattern before we start the MCQ? 2 minutes, dear students, and then straight I'll dive to MCQs and the amendments altogether. Okay, or revision me. Few things are, not amendments, but they have to be revised like to the core, like that these topics are. That's why I've prepared that 269 one separate video. Penalties, if you don't want to do 130 minutes video, just I have prepared on under-reporting, misreporting problems. It's not that they are asked always, but when they are asked, they are going to ask the same problems. Okay? Right. So let us first understand your paper pattern. I'm not writing it, I'm just discussing it orally because you all know. Question number 1 is 20 marks, 10 MCQs, 2 marks each, and you just don't need to write MCQ answer. At inter level, so MCQ fill in the blanks, just write the answer, it's enough. Right now, it is answer with 2 lines minimum justification. Justification, if you want to write in para form, okay, or if you can write, then you should write it in the points form. Just 1 or 2 points related to that, I will say, when we come to solve. So this is your 20 marks. After this, for 80 marks, you have to solve question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Out of 7, any 5 questions you have to solve. Okay? So 16 marks each question. 5 questions you have to solve: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Out of 7 questions, you have to solve 5 questions. Don't solve extra questions and solve the bits together. If you are picking up and starting your answer sheet with question number 3B, no problem. Then A. But uske jo parts hai, wo saath mein rakho and don't answer extra questions. That is very important. Now, each 16 marks question with super duper weightage, 116 marks question is your math problem. So math problem, add, less, brought forward losses, unabsorbed depreciation, whichever is lower, this, that. 116 marks problem is going to come, which I feel all of you should do. Another, instead of 16 marks, it is divided into 8 and 8 marks. Like 8 marks, they will ask you one cup method problem, and another 8 marks, some theory related to capital restructuring, or you can say commonly asked theory questions are from transfer pricing, or calculate 234 ABC interest, which they have given right now. The question which they have given in December 22 mock test for 234 ABC, that is there in your study material. So honestly, I'm telling you one thing, I have not taken a single MCQ from your study material, but I want all of you to do that. There's no point in copying all that and discussing here. Study material MCQs, you do it. The running back students I have asked, you all said you have done. Still, any student attending live now, you all are my students. And if you have any doubt in the study material MCQs, not able to justify why this is the answer, put me a message. Okay? In this description, after this live is over, we'll surely put the Telegram link. You can join, put me a voice note over there, I'll clear it. So are you clear with me? So all the MCQs after your last part of your study material, that you should do it on your own. Okay? Right. So that is the paper pattern, and in other questions like 8 to 8 marks tax planning related, they will give you 4 bits of 2 marks each. You have to decide whether it is tax planning, tax management. Or another way of asking is 4 bits they will give you and they will ask you TDS where it will be deducted, return of income, 2 mark bit questions are asked. So what I want to say is 16 marks question is broken up into 8 and 8 marks. Sometimes 8 also in 4 and 4 marks. So when you are saying no, income tax is vast, income tax is scoring also. Very scoring is your direct tax paper. Trust me, I am telling you. And if you're not able to remember everything, rather than remembering all 80 I series deductions, leave that and remember the important ones. That you will have to do what we do usually for the ABC analysis. That's the only way out now, and do lot of repetition. Okay? Later I may forget 2 things. Are you all having notepad? Can some of you say yes in the chat box? And this is a live class, so I may be taking 2 seconds break to drink water and all. So आप तब तक chat box में लिखो. Until now whatever I have said is all clear or not? All clear, then at least type and send AC. So many of you are attending live now. ठीक है? So paper pattern is clear. The weightages I have told you overall. Even in tax planning, there are topics called, whether you should go for debt and equity, capital structure. Just read and go. Sometimes para-like questions they are asking. Just please, sorry, wait for 1 minute. 1 second. Thank you so much for waiting. Thank you. And you all have the PDF. Yeah, about the amendments, I want all of you to note down section 47. If I start teaching 47, 48, 151, one thing you all know or not now, settlement commission is not there. So even the raid assessment is done in 147, 148. So that part I want all of you to just revise thoroughly. And another is charitable trust. Charitable trust, there's a change in the registration process now. Even the old trust will get maximum registration for only 5 years. After every 5 years, they need to update their details and get done. So what is the registration table? That table is there in the supplementary material you will get. And in my app also, all the amendments, PDF also I have put up. So from free material from there also, directly you can just take a print of that and you can study the amendments from there also. Okay? Even this today's MCQs, if you are not having, in the description I am putting concept classes app link. In the app, left hand top side, free materials are there. All amendments, even top 50 theory questions, all I have given over there. Yeah, theory question is question number 8. If you are attempting in choice, question number 8 is fixed. One will be, there are 10 ICDS, compare the ICDS and AS, where it is differing. Like ICDS 1 and AS 1 is differing key. There we do prudence principle, losses we allow. In ICDS, provision for losses, no provisions are allowed in income tax. So like this, you have to write a para. Another question which has come at least 5 to 6 times in question number 8 is write a short note on impermissible avoidance agreement or foreign tax credit. Are we all eligible for foreign tax credit? This we have done in DTA. And in DTA, when we are doing this foreign tax credit, what is the document we use for taking the tax credit, that tax recovery certificate? And so write a short note on foreign tax credit, impermissible avoidance agreement. Rollback provisions, you can do rollback maximum for 5 years and whatever. So advanced pricing agreement, these are all, I'm not talking about all that right now because I've already given you one sheet of top 50 questions, theory questions. There also I have added this topic you should study for case laws. And two videos are there in the playlist for case laws. They are applicable now also as it is. So case laws based topics generally, if you say one is assessment procedure and one is your search, these are the topics from which case study based questions are given and you need to answer it. Okay? And preferably, this is my way of saying, I'm telling you, if you feel paras are not working every time, write in points. Even if it is write a short note, no one is asking you to write paragraph. So write the points, and when you're doing calculations, MMR or marginal relief, and if there is something goes wrong in the answer sheet, I know this like, आप बोलोगे final के students हैं हम, but this is like scratch. Just scratch and do it again. Don't overwrite. Okay? Right. Chalo. Let us take it up. I'm sharing the screen now, and we will start with the MCQs. And as we go by the MCQs, okay, first as it is the word file is on, so can we just shift into the categories as you wanted me to give the category? This is just a general idea, dear students. So when I'm talking about category A, the most important topic, one problem comes for math. Then comes your DTA, one problem, and then comes your non-resident. Non-resident, even your problem, how to calculate the taxable income for sportsman and entertainer, it is taxable at 20%, and capital gain, special income, special rates. Separate video is there for special income and special rate, just 15-20 minutes slab rate. So watch that video. Next is your cup method, which surely comes with three adjustment: freight and your insurance and discounts. So make sure you revise that. One comes from your slum sale, all your business restructuring, anything, conversion of company, private company into LLP or whatever it is related to that. Non-resident, one more topic important is deemed dividend. These all I am writing. My aim is to cover up MCQs right now. After 5 minutes I'll start. And once time permits, definitely I'll do all this revision best possible way. Okay? Trust. Either they will ask you registration of trust under section 12 AB, they can ask. This is just a guessing I'm doing, which weightage wise we see over the years of teaching. Or they can ask you to solve the problem for 8 marks, trust problem. And in that one topic is there already. I have prepared 120 minutes video on anonymous donations taxability, which is I feel very important for MCQs. Okay. Next important topic is your 147 assessment procedure. Okay. Settlement commission is not there. So if you're doing it from old books, don't read. Settlement commission is gone now. Raid cases, all settlement and all is done with now 147 only. B and C category, I didn't understand how to segregate. Still, I have done appeals related questions. When you can go to commissioner appeals, ITET is the last fact finding authority, and then it is a question of law. You go to High Court and Supreme Court. Your tax planning, 263, 264 comparison table. All this is given in the top 50 weightage questions also. Interest, I want all of you to study and go 234 EFGH. Again, just recently I have made a video for all the 234 series. A, B, C, D, you all are clear. A is the late return. B is from April onwards. C is installment delay. D is when you get refund interest. E, F, G, H, these are the recently amendment ones. Like H is to simply 1,000 rupees penalty if you don't link up your PAN and Aadhaar. So like this, 100 rupees per day is the penalty, some documents. So just revise this part in the B category, you can say. Equalization levy, somewhere sure they are touching. 165 section says it is 6% or 165A for, this is for advertisement and all. For e-commerce operator, it is 2%, 165A, what are the conditions and all. Hmm? Black Money Act, one short note you need to write, and they are asking this. I already told you the advance pricing agreement, secondary adjustment. One just problem is there on IPTA, that more than 30% interest should not come in the CMA study material only, IPTA. That is also very nice. This kind of questions are asked. Okay? And return of income. It's not, dear students, that C category you can completely leave. It might be left in choice. ICDS. I to feel you should not leave because it's very scoring. Huh? Penalties, I have already told you in a separate video how to do selective study. Tonnage tax, just one small table is there. If you can remember and go, you can attempt the questions. So tell me in the chat box if this is helpful to all of you. And then we are starting now with the MCQs. In the MCQs, definitely I will solve it. It's not A answer, why this is the answer. And then along with the answer also we'll work out few things extra also. Okay? All clear until now? AC? All clear? Yes? So then we will start with the MCQs. One second. Yeah, amendment material also I have kept ready, but let us see. I hope you all are able to see the screen now. This is the PDF and some other details which I have given. Let us begin. Okay, let us begin with the first one. K Industries is engaged in manufacturing leather products. It was set up in the backward area. Earlier, there were separate deductions for the backward area, which are not there now. Okay, they are eligible for 25% subsidy from the government for 12 lakhs. It received subsidy in March 2021. What would be the amount of depreciation for the year at that rate? Okay, now pick up. Out of 12 lakhs, 25% is 3 lakh if you're getting the subsidy. Then how much is the investment in the machinery? 9 lakhs. And on 9 lakhs, if it is a plant and machinery, what is the rate of depreciation? 15%. And whenever the asset is used for less than 180 days, okay, then this asset is purchased in December. So obviously it is used for less than 180 days, then 50% is charged. Check it. Pick up your calculators, please. You know, dear students, it's not easy to take MCQs. Routine padhana easy hai, MCQs are not easy. So 67,500 is your correct answer. Are you comfortable this way? No additional deduction is there for the backward area, dear students. Okay? Right. Next, BG Private Limited received a royalty of 10 lakhs in respect of patents developed in India. Now, this is given in assessment of various entities topic, and they are asking you write a short note also. You know, if in-house the patents are developed, until now we never realized we should make patents for turmeric or for basmati rice and all. But in-house conditions are there. If they are satisfied, then whatever royalty you are getting for patents which are developed and registered in India, directly you have to pay the tax at 10%. But I want all of you to write here. If you are having this sheet printout with you, write over there. If not, pick up the notepad and write. Writing, say, it goes into your mind. Even if you don't write it next time, you will be able to recollect and write in exam. Writing works every time. For your goal setting, for your problems, for your doubt, for your emotions, writing works. Trust me. If I am writing as a teacher, you also write. Now this is talking about section 115 BBF. See, it's 3:30 right now. I promise I won't take more than 1.5 hours, and quality to the point knowledge I'm giving. So trust me, and when I'm saying right, don't just keep the screen on. So many of you are doing it live. So don't just keep the screen on and write it. Thank you so much for the comment, Usha, Shri, Sandeep, all of you. And 115 BBF is the correct answer. Why I'm saying additional is if this comes for 5 marks short note, you should be able to write key 75% or more expenditure should be done in India. And this scheme is optional. If you want, go for 115 BBF. If not, go for routine business income expense minus income and pay the tax, and it's over. Next, in case of SSC who is covered under 44 AD, the amount of tax payable by way of advance tax. Now, first of all, 44 AD is presumptive taxation for businesses who are having turnover up to 2 crore. This is one MCQ, but trust me, from years I am taking classes like this, and the way I am doing is I am covering 5 more MCQs. Next time they can ask you 44 AD की limit कितनी है, तो आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. Presumptive taxation for when the turnover is less than up to 2 crore. Then normal sales, it is 6% of your sales you show as net profit and over. And if it is digital sales, then show 8% of the net profit and sorry, I said reverse. Your normal sales 100 ka 8% show as net profit if it is digital sales, that is online sales 6% as net profit, pay the tax and over. No need to maintain the books of accounts. 44A, AB not applicable. Now listen, dear students, when you are not maintaining the books of accounts, it's difficult to estimate your advance tax. So government has actually given the permission to 44AD people by 15th March in single installment. I'm repeating, by 15th March in the single installment, you can pay the advance tax. It is allowed. In case if you miss out 15th March, whatever tax you pay by 31st March will be considered. Of course, 234E lagega 1 month ke liye, but it will be considered as advance tax. See, in MCQs, it is easy to find the correct answer. But problem is the left and right answers also are correct. सब कुछ correct लगता है. Because frankly, 15th March is correct. 44 AD says in single installment pay the advance tax by 15th of March. But amount of tax payable paid on or before the date is 15th March. But by 31st March also if you take, they will accept it, and so the answer is 31st of March. Is my speed fine or I am going too slow? Are you all following? So with this, around 5-6 more points we have covered. If they ask you problem, if they ask you MCQ in a twisted way, cube की तरह घुमा के, you should study like a Rubik. Everything should be crystal clear. And if you attend regular classes and now you are doing this, sure you will do it great. Can you put some message all clear? Or can we speed up a little bit more? Chalo. Next now. Yeah. Can I request some of you, all of you are there live, can you put this link of YouTube in the group also? Because I'm getting message, some of them are, I'm doing it through StreamYard, so I don't know if just by coming live they are able to check or not. If you can do 2 seconds. All right, chalo, let us go to the next one now. In case of non-government employees, what is the monetary limit for exemption in respect of leave salary? It's 3 lakh, nothing to explain. Leave salary and all, it is 3 lakh, and all the other options like government and all, it is 20 lakh, retrenchment compensation and all, it is 5 lakhs. What is the holding period of capital asset? Age of capital asset is very important. For listed shares and all, up to 12 months short term, otherwise long term. For non-listed shares and all, up to 24 months. Land and building, up to 24 months short term and long term. Other than this, all the other assets, your open plot, jewelry, antiques, up to 3 years, short term. Otherwise, long term. So I hope this is clear to all of you. So now these are the shares of private company. So up to 24 months, 2 years, it is short term. And what is the holding period in month for a capital asset being shared to become long term? 24 months and more. Less than 24 months means it is short term. Clear? Right. When wife L being legal heir of you receive 10 lakhs from NPS, National Pension Scheme, okay, or National Pension System, say when you get the money on maturity, legal heirs when they get, it is exempt for them. That's why nothing is taxable. Few MCQs when they are clear, no problem. Few if I feel more points I want to give, I'm giving. So is this way working for all of you? Sure. Now, 80 this one deduction is important. If you check the deduction video in Marathon 1 lecture, it will be clear to you. When Mr. A doing business has gross total income of 9 lakhs, what is the maximum amount he can claim deduction in respect of pension scheme under 80 Generally when you are an employee, then in 80 salary ka 10% employer can also contribute, employee can also contribute. But here, Mr. A is doing business. He is self-employed. Still, can he put in the pension scheme? Yes. And can he claim deduction under 80 Yes. Maximum up to 20% of the gross total income. 9 lakhs, 20%, that is 1,80,000. Clear? Right. Now, secondary adjustment. Oh my God, such a superb topic I can say. Secondary adjustment. Let us talk something more also in the secondary adjustment. Do you understand this topic is from where? Can anyone comment in the chat box if they ask you right or no, short note on secondary adjustment? Which topic you have learned this? Yes, very quick. See, in 15 minutes we have covered up around 8 to 10 MCQs. So sure, I'll complete it on time as promised, but I want some more response. Super. Thank you. Thank you for engaging. Transfer pricing. Very good. What is primary adjustment? Cup method, RSP. When the transactions are not at arm's length price, we adjust it. Secondary adjustment is when I have sold the goods to you of 10 rupees, but I have shown in my books 8 rupees. Now, because of the transfer pricing ALP, my sales is increased from 8 to 10. Now, when sale is increased, dear students, from 8 to 10, 2 rupees, my income is also increased. So now this 2 rupees, if income is increased, this money should come to India, no? Yes? So secondary adjustment says, when the primary adjustment, secondary adjustment has to be made when the primary adjustment exceeds 100 lakhs. 100 lakhs के ऊपर अगर primary adjustment है, then only secondary. Otherwise, primary adjustment is okay. If I have undershown my sales or overshown my expense, I will increase my income and pay the tax. Do you know transfer pricing is so biased that if you apply the cup method or arm's length, and by applying arm's length, income is decreasing, expenses are increasing, then they say ignore, don't apply transfer pricing. Transfer pricing is applied when your income increases due to increase in sales or due to decrease in expenses. Now, when the primary adjustment is above 100 lakhs, okay, then you go for secondary adjustment. Secondary adjustment says if my income was 8 rupees and now it is increased to 10 rupees, 2 rupees should be brought back. I mean, explaining the concept. So 10 rupees, 2 rupees. Exam, the figures can be in crores of rupees. So now when instead of 8 rupees, now your income is 10 rupees, 2 rupees. What is 2 rupees now? 2 rupees is your primary adjustment. This money should be repatriated to India within 90 days of filing the return, or if this is done by way of AO, then the day AO intimated and all. 90 days के अंदर this money should come to India. Okay, right. And now, if this doesn't, if this doesn't come to India, this money, if it doesn't come to India, then we have to pay interest in India. SBI's, I want all of you to write because ये सब MCQs में पूछते हैं. SBI rate plus 3.25% interest we have to pay in India as secondary adjustment. And if this transaction is in rupees, if this is in dollars, then whatever is the LIBOR rate, they will give you plus 3%. Now I want the secondary adjustment and money to come to India. But if it is not coming to India, I am ending up paying huge interest to government, no? So the solution to this is, if you don't want to pay this interest in India, then very hot favorite question, I think इससे ज़्यादा तो ये question आने के chances हैं. That is MCQ में they can say pay the tax at the rate of 18% plus surcharge 12% plus ECES 4%. That comes to 20 point. Check करो calculator में. 18% tax into 112%. You will know into 112%. Directly add 12% into 104%. So that is 20.9664% tax you pay and bye-bye. If you are not able to do the secondary adjustment within 90 days, then interest will start. Not after 90 days, huh? Interest will start from the day you file the return and all. So if you want to avoid the interest, then either get the money in India. If you are not able to get, then you pay additional tax on behalf of secondary adjustment. Is this beautiful? Few of the entries I have taken directly because they are easy. But secondary adjustment, they can ask you problems. They can ask you 5-6 more MCQs. They can ask you short notes, write a short note, and you should be able to. Be confident and promise me as a teacher. You said give top questions, 50 I gave. You said do the revision also, I am doing. You said take MCQs, I am doing. If you trust me as a teacher that some true gyan has flowed from there, promise me you will attempt 100% paper in 3 hours. And I'm telling you, it's a mindset game. You know the answer. You need to be positive. I'm not much good at sports. I'm going to the next question, but you all know what was Messi's story. When he was carrying that cup and sleeping in his bed, that picture came everywhere. You know, you need to keep now hope, faith, confidence, all when it is utmost required. I know it is vulnerable saying me all this. Every now and then while studying, doubt to hoga, pass honge ya nahi. Relax. Again, bring back your mind. This is my studies, this is me, these are my books, these are my mentors and teachers. बार बार माइंड को वापस लेके आओ. होप, कॉन्फिडेंस, बी पॉजिटिव and faith rakho. 100% your pen will flow if you have attempted all regular classes. Chalo. Next, when Mr. G is doing business, hall rent 80,000 for 3 days is charged. Generally 194 IB is applicable when the rent exceeds 2,40,000. But assuming here regularly uski income ho rahi hai, so 194 IB. What they have given on rent? Hall. So building. Then 5% on 80,000, that is 4,000 is charged as TDS. Clear to all of you? Just 2 seconds I am doing, stopping the sharing. Yeah. Some of you have yet not put your names, please. Hello and from which place you all are. So many of you are there and only 2-3 are putting the message. It would be great if you can comment. Had it been my Zoom, then I would know all of you participants, but this is through StreamYard. And here we go back to our next question. All right. Chalo. Y and Co is a partnership firm which is dissolved. The return of income for 20, you know, when the firm is over last year, you have to file the return. The return of income of firm was selected for scrutiny. Notice for scrutiny should be sent to whom? The first thing it comes to our mind, ma'am, working partner. Working partner under section 140A, he signs and he has got that verified. But now if the firm is dissolved, notice can be sent to all partners, working partners, partners, any partner. Why it is any partner and why not working partner? Because the firm is dissolved. In routine cases, verification, signature, notices, everything in the name of the firm received by working partner. S Fertilizers is a manufacturer. Factory was constructed for 40 lakhs and it was occupied on 12/2. How much is the amount of additional depreciation? Superb question. I'll revise all the concept of additional depreciation here. Additional depreciation. Additional depreciation is given to only to manufacturing companies. Okay, he's a manufacturing company. That too on plant and machinery. So building is not eligible. That's why the answer is no. At the rate of 20%. And if the building is used, just say February may you have used the building. Yes. So it is less than 180 days, then 10% additional depreciation will be allowed now and 10% in the next year. This is the beautiful story of additional depreciation. Yes, some of you are asking me in the WhatsApp group today doubt that depreciation. Can you all please remember some very important rates? Plant and machinery 15%, computer softwares and all 40%. You all know or not? Windmill energy saving. Now maximum rate is only 40%. And goodwill now onwards no depreciation. जैसे कुछ rates हैं जो आप याद रख लो. During the assessment of Mr. A, AO has observed that he purchased diamonds of 18 lakhs, which he did not record in books. Huh? Unrecorded entry or unexplained income, cash credit. You remember section 68A, B, 69 and all. And what would be the applicable section? I want you all to love this section. ये इतना पूछते हैं बार बार. Section 115 BBE says that if such kind of unexplained income which you hide it and is caught up now, you have to pay 60% tax plus 25% surcharge. Please write down. If you are not having this, write it in your notebook. Promise and share the picture below this YouTube link if you can. If not, in the WhatsApp group that you have written the notes. And trust me, when the result comes now, give me a call. That ma'am, yes, writing worked in the exam. Paper 3 घंटे में जरूर खत्म होगा if you do the writing practice, dear students. One mock test at least you solve. Not for the sake of judging yourself ki what is my knowledge. That is one part. But to get the mindset ki you remember everything together. 3 घंटे करके देखो. And you want to attempt MCQs first or in the mid-hour or how? Or you want to start with the best answer. It will help. So 60%. Why I'm giving you all this extra? When you write the answer for this, you have to write under 115B, 60% is the tax for unexplained income or asset. This is unexplained asset. You didn't say these diamonds are yours, 18 lakhs K. So 60% plus 25%, and on that 4% he says that comes to 78%. Superb. Good, good, good. Keep commenting, dear students. Chalo. A person did not opt for presumptive taxation. In case he did not opt for presumptive, in this case he will not be eligible to claim benefit of presumptive for next how many years? 5 years. Once you opt out of the presumptive taxation, 44 AD business, 44 ADA professionals, 50 lakh se kam hai turnover, gross receipts and all. If you opt for 44 AD or ADA, and if you opt out for the next 5 years, you cannot opt in. This reminds me, please don't get confused. 115 BAC, alternative tax regime. You can go for normal tax or alternative tax regime. But if you go for alternative tax regime, the tax is increasing by 5% and your income is increasing by 2,50,000, few deductions will not. If you go for that and if you're having business income and if you opt out, lifetime you cannot opt in if you're having business income. If you are not having business income in 115 BC, every year you can make a choice. This time normal tax up to 5 lakh 5%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh 20%, or 115 BC. अगले बार ये अगले बार. You have a choice. But if you have a business income, opt in. If you opt in, if you opt out, lifetime you cannot opt in. I feel this is one of the very important area they can ask questions. ठीक है. Trust. You all students, like yesterday, 2-3 of you messaged me, ma'am, trust amendments. Now, frankly, if I teach right now registration table, though I have kept my amendments file also ready, I told you PDF is there in the app. नहीं, अगर अभी हम पूरा ट्रस्ट का प्रोसीजर डिस्कस करेंगे, you all know that every trust has to be re-registered now under 12 BB and new trust. But right now, 2-3 important amendments I'll discuss here. Sure, I'll make you write also. First, let us answer this question. Charitable trust registered under 12 AB is engaged and it has paid 5 lakhs to charitable trust, which is registered under 12 AB out of the donations. Which one is correct? In short, one charitable trust is giving donation to another charitable trust. One charitable trust is giving donation to another charitable trust, that to corpus donations. So for us, is it allowed in that 85% application revenue and voluntary donations, what you give to others, you can deduct? Not this. If I give donation for your corpus trust, I am also a trust, it is not allowed in 85% application for me. For you who is receiving the corpus donation, this is not allowed as income. It is exempt. So amount of corpus donation is taxable in both hands? No. Is it exempt in both the hands? In my hands, how can it be exempt? It's not my income. I'm to giving corpus donation. Amount of corpus donation is deduction for the payer as application and taxable for the payee? No. For payee, corpus donations are not taxable. Amount of corpus donation is not deductible for payer as application but exempt for payee. Now clear to all of you. Corpus donation is not deductible for payer in that 85% revenue capital you need to apply, no? 15% you can set aside and exempt for the payee also. Now important amendments for the corpus donations. First is, I want all of you to write here. कहाँ लिखेंगे? And if I go to my word file now, it will be too long. I'm writing here, then I'll check if not required. We can wrap it. Write down the first point. Corpus donation is exempt. You have received corpus donation and it is exempt only if, this is very important amendment, so I'm discussing some of the MCQs. I'll really go through very quickly. Corpus donations is exempt only if it is invested in section 11.5 mode. You know 11.5 they have given the modes, and if you invest it, then only you get an exemption for corpus donations. Okay. Another amendment, because when there was pandemic and lockdown, like even temples, gaushalas and all, they were not getting donations only. So they were spending the money for maintaining cows and all through that corpus donation. This is an actual example. So they have withdrawn the money through corpus donations to do their revenue expense. Are you all with me? Corpus donations mujhe mila 10 rupees. This is not my income. Out of this 2 rupees they applied for some revenue expense for maintaining gaushala. Ma'am, revenue expense are allowed, no? Not out of the corpus donations. So now my corpus donation is how much? 8 rupees. Now, after when I started getting income for corpus and regular income and all, I transferred 2 rupees back to corpus donations. Now my corpus donation is how much? 10 rupees. Now in this year 2 rupees is allowed as application. I don't know how you want to write. Did you understand that if there are withdrawals from corpus donations, they are not allowed as application now? But whatever you have withdrawn, if you have reimbursed to corpus donation later, in the year corpus donations you have found in back corpus donations by mistake from 10 you have gone to 8, no? Take 2 rupees, become 10. Now this 2 rupees is allowed as application. I think if they ask you a question, they will surely ask you this. Hmm? Did you all understand? I want because ये थोड़ा सा अलग है. So put me a message clear. And I hope you all remember one more important amendment is for loan. If you do expenditures, you have taken loan, and through that, if you make a building or do some expenditure, then that whole expenditure is not allowed. Only repayment of EMI is allowed. Whatever loan you have taken and whatever you have spent out of the loan. So related to loan, whatever you are spending is allowed. Okay, related to loan, whatever amount you are spending is allowed as application till payment of EMI. I have taken a loan of 50 lakhs and constructed a building. But this time I have repaid 12 lakh rupees. So what will be allowed? 12 lakh. Clear? These are important amendments. You can note it down and please put me a message in the chat if this is clear or not. Then I'll go to next few ones which are easy. Directly you can take. One more minute. And there's no break, but I'm coming back. You need lot of, thank you so much for waiting. You need lot of energy for these kind of classes because generally what happens, okay, you followed the concept, no, chalo. Regular class, I have given all the detailed notes. So many of you who have done regular class and have recorded videos, you can watch this part over there. Is this way helpful or you want to just complete the MCQs? Or the way we are doing, we are writing, I feel like this one was also very important. I made you write secondary adjustment. I made you write 44 AD detail. So like that we are covering up, as you say. If not, then tuck, tuck, tuck all MCQs and finish. Okay. When an Indian company pays 5 lakh to foreign company for online advertisement, equalization levy is 6%. Online advertisement and all 6%. If e-commerce operator, they are coming and doing the business here, then they will collect the 2% equalization levy. Okay, so this is 165 section, this is 165. आंसर नहीं है ये, सॉरी अगर आप कंफ्यूज हो जा रहे हैं तो मत लिखो. Right now for advertisement this is applicable and for e-commerce write down, no, if they ask you, see from this one MCQ only you can make 5 MCQs. Okay, just one second. I thought I got a message that some server problem was there, so I shifted. Chalo. Next. When interest paid by Indian company to a foreign company being associate enterprise, interest should not exceed dash percentage of Indian company's EBITDA, that is earning before interest, tax and depreciation, that is 30%. I told you for this 30% problems are also there. I feel CMA study material when problem is there as it is, they can pick up and give for EBITDA 30%. So if you want, note down practice problem. So that my class is for 2 hours right now, and with this 1 hour extra, whatever I say, trust. If you're noting down somewhere, note down trust. Yeah. Someone is asking how can we get this material? This material is already circulated in all the WhatsApp Telegram group. So below this link, I will again put the Telegram link. You join it. Again, after the live is over, I will be putting up. Okay, right. I've told actually in the description to put it below we start. And so there you will get this PDF material. And second is in the concept classes app link, which is there in all the YouTube videos. Okay, there also in the app on the left hand side, free material is there. There also this is available. Sure. Where a company is engaged in biotechnology scientific research. Okay, now before solving the question, 2 minutes, I'll revise scientific research for all of you. It's from business head and super duper important. Let me tell you, from this financial year, weighted deductions are over. No 150% and all that. Okay, so just the deduction maximum allowed under scientific research is 100% in-house, or if you give to national laboratories and IITs and all, it will be how much? 100%. Okay, now for land building and all, for land part it is not allowed. If they give land and building, not allowed. For land, this scientific research deduction is not allowed. Other than this, revenue expenditure, capital expenditure, 3 earlier years expenditure, outside if you give to IIT, national laboratory, or you donate to a company who is 100% involved in scientific research, it's allowed. Okay, so section 35. One second. Section 35 is done for us. We are doing it right now. When a company is engaged in business, expenditure on scientific research towards land, 20 lakhs, not allowed. Capital expenditure, 10 lakhs, allowed. 8 lakhs, revenue expenditure is allowed. So answer is 18 lakhs. Okay. 50%, 200, 100, ये सब confuse कर रहे हैं आपको. It's not allowed. What is the penalty for failure to furnish statement of financial transactions? 100 per day. Now for penalties, I know as a teacher we are teaching everything, dear students. Penalties, misreporting and underreporting, I am expecting one 5 marks question if they ask practical question. Do that. And one more thing I've told you in penalties, ki 44 AA penalty you are putting up. Books of accounts maintain nahi hai na, 25,000 penalty. You can't put 40 for AB. Books ही नहीं है. You're already charging them penalty 25,000. Then you can't put them penalty of 44 AB. That is if they don't get the books of accounts audited, 1,50,000 or 0.5%. So like a strainer, you have to strain and remember some penalties. Like related to PAN and all, the penalties are 10,000. And I want all of you to please write. You are writing to-do list or not? Abhi tak 2 items you have written. One is trust, registration. One is 47. So in that to-do list, please add penalties. Mein one penalty table is there for your transfer pricing. What are exactly the penalties for transfer pricing? If documentation and all is not there, 92D, then 5 lakh rupees. Otherwise, 2% of the transaction. So do it. If not, take a chance in this chapter. Most of the penalties are rupees 10,000 or rupees 100. As a teacher, I know it's not good to say all this, but I am also a student first and I can understand the mindset. So if you have done the penalties, good. If you want to leave it completely, then just revise my video 5 minutes back. Kya bola? That much you do and go. Don't leave something abruptly. Ki this topic I will not do. You should not. There you have to do smart job. Okay, these are some fill in the blanks from the online exam, but I felt they were very good, so I have taken time for me, so I'll take it at the end. Right now, directly I want to go to our MCQs list. Yes, let us take up from this question number 40 onwards. Yeah, all the answers are given from here in the below link. If you can see, I'm to discussing. So the reason I have given is you need to justify like this for 2 marks. So I have given. Chalo. Gamma Traders is a partnership firm consisting of 4 equal partners. One partner retired and the firm is eligible for brought forward losses of 4 lakhs. Now the total income of the, I think I skipped 48th question. Good, keep putting the messages. And I will go to 41 now और बाद में आके करेंगे. Total income of the firm in the previous year 18-19 before the set off is 7,20,000. Okay. Now this is a beautiful question from set off and carry forward. It says when a partner is retired or he is deceased, his share of loss cannot be carried forward by firm. So how much was the loss that time? कितना loss था तब आपको? 4 lakh, right? If the loss was 4 lakh at that time. 1 second, please wait 1 second. Hmm. Yeah. So if it is 4 lakh, please come back. Thank you for waiting. So now it is 4 lakh rupees, okay? So in the 4 lakh, all the partners are equal. So what is DC? This time the figures are easy. In exam they can give you. So one more point I want to add here. In 4 lakh, the loss is 1 lakh rupees for the deceased partner. So how much the firm can set off the loss? 3 lakh. This is very easy. As a teacher, if I also will go, I will not give this one. Hmm? So now let us see what additional thing. If deceased partner's unabsorbed depreciation is there, I am twisting the question. If deceased partner's unabsorbed depreciation is there, say 1 lakh rupees. Are you all with me? 4 lakh is the loss. In that, unabsorbed depreciation is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh can be carried forward fully. Even deceased partner ka unabsorbed depreciation can be carried forward fully. Now how much is the loss? 3 lakh. In 3 lakh, what will be the deceased partner's share? 1/4. That is 75,000. So 75,000 you cannot carry forward, and remaining out of 4 lakh, 3 lakh 25,000 you will carry forward. I want to repeat my question. I have twisted. In 4 lakh loss, 1 lakh is unabsorbed depreciation. Even deceased partners unabsorbed depreciation can be carried forward by firm for indefinite period. Normal losses 8 years, horse races and your other speculative losses 4 years. Unabsorbed depreciation 1 lakh can be carried forward. Now out of remaining 3 lakh, 1/4 share 75,000 you cannot do, 225 you can carry forward. So 225 plus 1 lakh. Please tell me, are you enjoying this additional knowledge or not? If you are interested, we'll carry on because it will definitely take some extra time. And from my side also, I know what energy I'm putting up in preparing this material and in going. और आज Zoom भी नहीं हुआ तो we are doing this. Sorry, please, nothing to boast about myself, but just I'm saying, if it is helpful, we will discuss extra. If you are getting confused, because I feel somewhere the MCQs are very easy. If they twist, you should have the knowledge. Okay? Provisions of AMT, alternative minimum tax, will be applicable if individual taxpayers' adjusted total income exceeds 20 lakhs. Huh? What is the rate of AMT? 18.5%. But this 20 lakhs limit is NA, not applicable for partnership firm and LLP. Means if a firm is having 3 lakh adjusted total income, then also you will apply AMT, alternative tax regime. Oh, sorry, not alternative minimum tax. Alternative minimum tax, which is applicable. See, for companies, we have MAT. And for alternative minimum taxes for all the other SSCs. So for individual HUF, AOP, BOI, AMT is applicable when their adjusted total income exceeds 20 lakhs. Okay. Now, what is adjusted total income, dear students? What is adjusted total income? Adjusted total income is your add less करने के बाद your business income. I am say your total income. Add back if you have taken any section 10 AA exemption, SEZ. Add back 35AD deduction. If you add back 35AD deduction, in that some capital asset is there, now you can deduct the depreciation and add back 80H to 80 RRB, any chapter 6A deductions if you have taken. This is just a brief revision of AMT. Now, marginal relief, are you interested in solving the problem? One problem in detail. There's a separate video if you want to skip, then, or I think I have covered it up in the answer. ये एक answer में देखते हैं. You'll know this marginal relief like, Ram Charan is a resident 52 years and he has got 51 lakhs. Just because his income crossed 50 lakhs, he has to pay surcharge at the rate of 10%. So now because additional income is 1 lakh, additional tax cannot be more than that. If you want me to work out this problem, check the answer for this here. If you are not satisfied, then we'll work out in detail. See, 51 lakhs pay, calculate the tax plus surcharge. Don't put the ESS now. I have corrected so many class test booster exam paper, dear students, and they do marginal relief with steps. वहाँ गलती हो जाती है. Steps के I mean say with ESS नहीं करना. Pick up your calculators. No, I want the class to be very active. Pick up your calculators. Calculate the tax on 51 lakhs. कैसे करोगे? 51 minus 10 lakhs के ऊपर 31%. So 41 lakhs into 30% in your calculator. Are you getting 12 lakh 30,000? And up to 10 lakhs, how much is the tax? 1,12,500. That all of you know. Up to 250 nil, 250 to 5 lakh 5%, 500 all. अब ये अगर मैं पढ़ाऊंगी ना तो CMA फाउंडेशन के क्लास में आ जाना. So what is my tax here? 1342,500 into 110%. Why? Surcharge. So you are getting 14,760. This is your first step answer. Now, what is the tax on 50 lakhs? Like this, if you calculate the tax on 50 lakhs, it comes to 1312,500. Do it in your calculator, karo. 50 minus 40 on, pick up your calculators. 50 lakhs minus 10 lakhs into 30% plus 1,12,500. So your tax is coming to 1312,500. How much is increase in tax because of the, how much is increase in tax because of additional income? 163. And how much is increase in income? You know, some teachers and some of the classes, they teach format, marginal relief के लिए. क्या format रट्टा करना है? You do it logically. Calculate the tax on 51 lakhs. Now calculate the tax on 50 lakhs. How much tax you are paying additional? 163. How much is your additional income? 1 lakh. This is very unjustified, no? Just because your income increased to 1 lakh, you are paying the tax 163. Additional income is 1 lakh and on that additional tax is 163. Can additional tax increase, go beyond additional income? Answer is no. Give a relief of 63,750. Okay, whatever I have won 1 lakh, no, government take it as tax. So how much I am getting relief? 163. Students end here. You see your final papers earlier. They have asked you 5 marks problem on marginal relief. That's why I'm taking all the efforts to explain this. And now 63,750. This is your marginal relief. If you do this now, they will give you 3 marks out of 5. और पता नहीं क्या दुश्मनी है, इंस्टीट्यूट मुझे फेल कर देते हैं, 59 पे एग्जेम्पशन नहीं देते. एग्जेम्पशन चाहिए ना, प्रॉब्लम पूरा सॉल्व करो. What is your actual tax? Pick up your calculators. 1476,250 minus 63,750. It's 14,12,500 is my final tax after the relief. After the relief. Something goes wrong in technology, ना मुझे भी डर लगता है. By mistake zoom in हो गया because I am like Learning the technology. Then I have come here to take the classes on this touchscreen laptop and all this. And now finally, after marginal relief, you add 4% ESEF, you will get 4,69,000, which is your answer. How is it, dear students? इसके लिए तो कमेंट बनता है. And do share this video with all your friends कि 2 घंटे time spare करो, you will revise many of the things. Unnecessary things even I am not revising. Are you clear with the marginal relief concept now? There's a separate video also you can check. And so the answer is 14,69,000. Okay, chalo. Let us go to the next. एक question पीछे रह गया था ना? Yeah. Alpha Limited has 40th question. 27% shareholding in Beta Limited of Singapore. In foreign company, when we hold more than 26% share and all, then we are said to be like specified companies. And if we receive dividend from them, from those specified companies, then this dividend is taxable at 15%. This dividend is taxable at 15% because it's a specified foreign company where we are holding more than 26% share. Okay, chalo. So now question number 44. When a partnership firm is dissolved, any working partner, any partner will get the notice. This we have discussed. Chheda manufacturing company has factory building constructed and additional depreciation allowed will be nil. No additional depreciation on factory building. You have won a lottery. After deduction, he receives 7 lakhs. You know, when you win a lottery, you get the net amount after 30% DDS, that is 7 lakhs is the net amount. This is 70%. Always taxable in income from other sources will be 100%. He has spent 20,000 on lottery ticket. Do you all know casual income mein no expense are allowed, no basic exemption, no set off, nothing. So what will be taxable? Amount chargeable to tax will be 10 lakh rupees. 70% you have received after TDS, taxable will be 10 lakh rupees. Okay, clear to all of you? Right. Next, let us take it up now. Janak's turnover during the year was 3 crore. He has paid sum of 3 lakh to engineer for supervision of residential house and the amount of tax to be deducted at source under 194J. Okay. 194J means his books of accounts are audited. Because there are 194M also applicable here in these cases. Where do I write? I'll write here. All of you see here. Turnover is 3 crore. So is this individual covered under tax audit? If you can write what I'm writing, no? Sure. Just spare 2 minutes and it will be clear. I want all of you to write 194J. 194M पूछा नहीं है, but लिखो. If your turnover is 3 crore, if your books of accounts are tax audited, then under 194J, if you pay professional fees above 30,000, then TDS is to be deducted. Okay, at the rate of 10%. Okay, but here TDS is not deducted because this is personal payments. Personal payments, no TDS. You know, when you write this, you are fitting it into mind. I call these booster notes. 194J, if books of accounts are audited, individual are covered under 194J. If you make professional payment above 30,000, 10% TDS will be deducted. Now comes 194M. Non-tax audit. अगर आपके books of accounts are not audited, you are a छोटा मोटा individual. Still you make payment above 50 lakhs for 194C contract, for 194J or 194I rent and all, then TDS is to be deducted at the rate of 5%. This is one. But here 194M is also not applicable because he is not a just non-tax audit wala na. His to books of accounts are audited and he has made personal payment. So the answer is nil. I'm telling you answers are very easy, but I want to explain you extra. 194J may one more thing they can touch up anywhere in the MCQs, and it is regarding the directors. Okay, directors, when they get the professional payments from the companies where they are part-time directors in too many companies, then 194J TDS will be deducted. At what rate 194J will be deducted, dear students? Directors के केस में 30,000 limit is not applicable. Even if directors are getting 10,000 payment, TDS will be deducted 194J. But if you are a full-time director, whole-time director in a single company, and you are getting salary and remuneration, TDS will be deducted under section 192. Clear to all of you? Bolo. You want me to go fast or how? You tell me, that's the way I take the class. Only few students. Why all the students are not doing it? When teacher is taking effort, you also take some effort and type in chat box. All clear or not? Marginal relief I explained on this page 194J. All clear? Yeah. Chalo. Rakshit, the cost accountant, has raised a bill of 3 lakh rupees on someone, that is the cost accountant. So professional fees, again 194J, and 18% GST he has charged. So the total bill is 3,54,000. TDS will be charged on what amount? On GST amount, TDS is not charged. TDS is always charged on what amount? 3 lakh pay 10%. So answer here is 30,000. Can we go and read one answer so that you get to know how you have to justify? See, CB 30,000 is the answer. CBDT has clarified that there is no need to deduct TDS on GST. Tax deducted at source is income, what I am generating. So I am generating income for the cost accountant as 3 lakh. So on that 10%, 30,000 TDS I will deduct, and no TDS is there in GST. Here it is 194J, 194I rent में. If you pay to rent to someone along with GST, 5 lakh rent and say 50,000 GST, TDS will be charged only on 5 lakh. Clear to all of you? Right? Are these bulb on moments or not for all of you? And please hit the like button if you are seeing that what energy we are putting to give this MCQs along with the best amendments, update, and the linking of all the topics. Then एक like तो बनता है, हाँ? So many videos we do, but ठीक है, I don't know what it is. चलो. Dash means circumstances in which income tax authorities will accept the transfer pricing or income as you have shown. That is safe harbor rules. Safe harbor rules, much detail is not there in your syllabus. Just the safe harbor rule says that whatever they have given, they will accept, they will not ask. Martin, resident in India, received interest on FD 45,000 and he does not have the PAN. At what rate TDS will be deducted? Okay, it is answer is nil. Why nil? For senior citizen, TDS is deducted if the interest exceeds 50,000. And here you all should remember 80 TTB. Saving account, FD and all interest, if it is there, then income from other sources may. So बाद में you get a deduction of 250,000 80 TTB. And for TDS also, the limit is 50,000 for senior citizen. Otherwise, the limit is how much, dear students? 40,000. Sure, promise you all have hit the like button till I am doing, and subscribe. I might come up with one more live for just 45 minutes or 1 hour, because I've not included here the MCQs from your study material, thinking that you all know it. So if you feel you have doubts and you want to discuss, sure, I'll take a live class for that. Damage Limited filed an application for corporate insolvency under the bankruptcy code. The company has full-time directors and all. Who can sign? See, when the company has become bankrupt, the MDs and all, they lose the power. So who is going to sign the return and all? The professional who is appointed by the adjudicating authority. This is from your return of income chapter. Who will verify the return? Who will verify the return? Okay, right? All clear? Next. Sure, those who are live with me only you are completing. Some of them are coming, leaving, going कि बाद में आराम से देखेंगे, वो बाद में कभी नहीं आता. Rajiv paid 1,20,000 by check towards medical insurance premium for parents who are a senior citizen, and the premium paid was to provide the health insurance cover for 3 years. How much is allowed? Sometimes if you pay premium, excuse me, for 2-3 years together, then divide 120 by the number of years, and 40,000 will be allowed every year for 3 years. This is one of the part covered in section 80D. Mahashakti Sugars is cooperative society engaged in the sugarcane cultivation. What is due date for filing the return of income for assessment in order to be eligible for ATP deduction? ATP deduction is deduction allowed to cooperative society if they file the return on time. So by due date or no specified date, or by December or March by due date. If you file the return before due date, whatever it is, July, and if it is tax audit, then September, you have to give the tax audit report, and by 31st October, transfer pricing, 30th November. See, by this way, we have revised the due dates also. So if you file the return on time before due date, you are eligible for ATP deduction. Next, during the course of survey, stock of goods of 10 lakhs were found not recorded. Firm has brought forward loss of 5 lakh, and they have incurred a business loss also of 2 lakhs. Tax liability of the firm, including the said unaccounted purchase. Now see, unexplained expenditure. Unexplained expenditure is liable to be taxed at 78%. Ma'am, okay, 10 lakh is my income, but I have genuine wala brought forward loss. Can I set off that loss? No. When unexplained income, unexplained asset, unexplained cash credits are taxed, they are taxable at flat 60%, surcharge 25%, tax surcharge milake ESES on that, so that comes to 78%. No expenditure, no losses set off is allowed. If the SSE discovers any omission or wrong statement in the return filed, he may revise the return by what date? This is a recent amendment. For March 22, what is the due date, dear students, to file the return? Say July 22. At the most, you can file the return by December 22. That's it. Belated return or revised return cannot be filed but till the next March. End of the assessment year nahi hai. Now it is only till December. This is one of the recent latest amendment, you can say. Okay. A certificate issued by registered valuer contained incorrect information. The CIT appeals while giving all can impose penalty 1 lakh on registered valuer should give the correct report. If they don't give, then the penalty is 10,000. Now this is optional. Take a risk for penalty, I can say. Now the questions are easy. Tripti Charitable Trust 12AB has paid rent of 30,000 per year in cash. 2-3 googlies are there. Can you make expenditure related to this year above 10,000 in cash? Answer is no. So 30,000 into 12, 3,60,000, 100% disallowed. Rent paid in cash. And they missed deducting TDS on 4,80,000 paid to the manager. So in India, if you miss deducting TDS, 30% is disallowed. Abroad, if you make payment to someone, 100% is disallowed. So 480 ka 30% is coming to 1,44,000 is disallowed. They are asking you total income of SSE should be increased because of this disallowed. Calculate 5,04,000. Even if you are not having this sheet, dear students, this is like point number 58 MCQ number, and this is the calculation, right? So that you get to know how you have got the answer. Any doubt here? You all want a break or shall we continue? It will take another half an hour to complete this class. Yeah, doubts what you all have sent related to deemed dividend and all ATM, surely I'll take up. I'll take it in the end. If some more doubts are there, keep commenting in the chat box. I'll surely cover. एक डाउट को 1 या 2 मिनट से ज्यादा नहीं लगता है. Okay, thank you so much. X Company Limited paid interest to holding company at 15%. Okay, 200 lakhs. The company's interest paid is 500 lakhs. Determine arm's length interest which is allowed was added back is 100 lakhs. Okay, IPTA is 700 lakhs. How much you can pay IPTA का interest? 700 lakhs का कितना इंटरेस्ट आप पे कर सकते हैं? तो IPTA का मैक्सिमम इंटरेस्ट इज 30%, दैट इज 210. And how much interest is there? Yeah, interest is just 200 lakhs. It is anyhow less than 200. So amount of interest disallowed here will be nil. Maximum interest you can allow here is 210, and you have allowed only 200 interest. So anyhow it is within the limit. So the answer is nil. A domestic company for any amount paid as dividend in 222E shall be chargeable to income tax. If this question comes no in exam, definitely students will answer 30%. All the old materials are having 30%. You all should remember now. If you want, write down, dear student, CDT and DDT. कभी नाम सुना है? ये past है, history है, mystery है. Corporate dividend tax, and it used to be there, no, section 115. This is abolished. This is not there. So now whether you receive interim dividend or final dividend or whatever deemed dividend, it is taxable in routine in the hands of shareholders. Okay, right? So do the company is paying any additional tax? Answer is nil. Why companies 222E clause याद है आपको? Deemed dividend. These are for the private companies where in the form of loan they have given to the shareholder who's holding. So 222, if I start, it's like a long journey, ABC. So to conclude, CDT, DDT concept is not there. So companies, they don't have to pay any additional tax. Answer is nil. This will be write down, please, over here, taxable in the hands of shareholder in income from other sources, subject to 2 deductions. Now your doubt I am clearing here. Sandeep, are you there in the class? Then you should say yes, because you have asked this doubt and it's a very good doubt. Keep asking. You all should without hesitation ask doubts to teachers till the date of your exam. No problem. I feel it is your privilege. No teacher is going to scold you. Kitne time kya so rahe the? But when you read in depth, sometimes the doubts they come. So definitely, I am explaining it now to all of you. Please remember, I told you once that all the kind of dividend are taxable for income from other sources. Now, if you have taken any loan to invest in the shares, interest is allowed up to 20% of dividend receipt. Suppose you have received dividend 1 lakh and you have paid interest 120. You can't show a loss. 1 lakh is dividend received. Interest paid, whatever it may be, maximum how much is allowed? 20%. That is 20,000. All clear to all of you? So how much is dividend interest allowed as expense in income from other sources? 1 lakh or 20%, 80,000. So now 80,000 is taxable in income from other sources. Next concept here relevant is, suppose if there is, what I was saying is, yeah, if this is a company Now they have intercorporate dividends. Intercorporate dividend is companies receiving dividend. How much they have received dividend? 80,000. Dividend received. Net. How much they have paid dividend? Say 5,000. So dividend received or paid, whichever is lower, 5,000 deduction will be given to domestic company, not to individual HUF and all. In ATC to ATU deduction, there is one ATM which is introduced last year. Some students, they are like so focused, is saal ki amendment. But last year's amendment are also very important now. No? So ATM says dividend received or dividend paid by due date of filing the return. Tab tak whatever dividend you have paid, whichever is lower, deduction will be allowed in ATM. This is all your knowledge for dividend. And if you are a specified foreign company, then whatever dividend you receive is taxable at 15%. You may be thinking, ma'am, ye dividend, wo kya baatein kar rahe hain, but this is the way now. You have to link up the things which are confusing. Hold it like this, ye ya ye. I want to repeat, all the dividends are taxable and income from other sources. Income from other sources, maximum deduction is allowed for 20% interest paid. No other deduction is allowed from dividend received. And in ATM, only domestic company can claim a deductions of dividend paid or received, whichever is lower. Chalo. Black money. Whatever you have, black money, income or asset, they are taxable at 30%. Related to black money, some theory questions also they are asking. Just 3 to 4 pages are there. If you are deciding to attempt the theory question, black money, transfer pricing, your ICDS, read and go for question number 8. An appeal in High Court shall lie only if there is a question of law. For question of fact, who is the last fact-finding authority? ITET. First you can apply to whom? Commissioner Appeals, then ITET, then High Court, then Supreme Court. Capital gain on slum sale. Okay, capital gain on slum sale. So slum sale, you all remember section 50B, श्योर एंड बिजनेस रीस्ट्रक्चरिंग, एक दो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करके जाओ. वेरी इजी एंड स्कोरिंग प्रॉब्लम्स आर आस्क्ड फॉर slum sale, wherein I am selling you lump sum and you are giving me the consideration for building, for assets, for machinery, for furniture, 50 lakh rupees. Now what will be the cost of acquisition? I'll not calculate the individual cost of acquisition and all, but I will take the net worth as my cost of acquisition, and then I'll get capital gain. If any one of the asset which I have transferred to you is long term, whole of it will be long term, whole of the capital gain, otherwise short term. Slum sale, one more important adjustment is 50 lakhs is the consideration you have paid me, but if the fair market value of the consideration is 62 lakhs, I have to take 62 lakhs. Man, this so you have taught in 50C, stamp duty wala, that is now applicable to 50B. I want to repeat, slum sale, sale consideration is fair market value or actual sale receipt, whichever is higher you have to take. Fair market value is zyada hai to take that, deduct the cost. Now the slum capital gain on slum sale is always short term, long term, or depends on the holding period. It depends on the holding. If one of the asset is long term, it will be long term, otherwise short term. No order imposing a penalty shall be made by assistant commissioner. Where penalty exceeds 20,000, you need a permission of JC. Section 222, an appeal from original order passed by the tax recovery officer shall lie. TROC जो आता है ना, write a short note on tax recovery officers, tax recovery certificate and all, वो भी पूछते हैं एग्जाम में. So that all order is passed with the permission of chief commissioner and commissioner. Section 115 JG, capital gain from conversion of Indian branch of foreign company. You are requested to choose foreign company for which subsection provides relief. Okay, this is business of banking. अभी बहुत डिटेल में छोड़ दो. Royalty or fees for technical services received by non-resident. Royalties are taxable at 10%. This is if they are not covered under 44AD, then they are surely covered in the 10%. I'm not remembering the section, but this is a part in your non-resident chapter. One table is given, no? Royalty other than covered under 44DA, that is presumptive may if you are not going, then it is taxable at 10%. Door-to-door survey section is 133B. Interest dash is levied from first day of the assessment year till the date of determination, that is 234A. Just 2 minutes it will take. 234A interest is if you are filing the return late. 234B interest is if 90% of the tax you have not paid until March. Okay, right? 234C is in delay in installment by 15th of June 15%, 15 September 45%, 15 December 75% and March 100%. Okay? Which of the following can be corrected while processing return of income? Under 143.3, any mistaken return, arithmetical error, any claim by taxpayer, only arithmetical error. 143.1 is like summary assessment, so only arithmetical error. KLM, a company is having 7 crores related to purchase of raw material. KLM is required to keep and maintain the documents under 92D for how many years? 8 years. Otherwise, there's a penalty of 5 lakh rupees. Secondary adjustments are required when primary adjustment exceeds 100 lakhs. Of secondary adjustment full para I have discussed, so now I am not repeating. Earlier I took more time because then I started explaining you secondary adjustment. Beta Limited purchased goods from transfer pricing adjustment and transfer pricing adjustment would arise when? So you have purchased goods, beta, we have purchased goods. So sale price is less, sale price का तो सवाल ही नहीं है. Purchase price is more than arm's length or purchase price? See, if purchase price is less, if you increase, income will reduce. No transfer pricing. So here, purchase price is more than arm's length. You have taken over the purchase price, reduce the purchase price, increase your income. Advance pricing agreement is valid for a period specified in APA but not exceeding 5 years. Okay? Arm's length price is determined to apply RSP, fair market, stamp duty index, obviously RSP, cup method, RSP, these are the two methods asked in exam. Uncontrolled transaction means a transaction between dash whether resident or non-resident. Uncontrolled transaction means they are not related, arm's length. So enterprise other than associate enterprise. If it is associate enterprise, it's a controlled transaction. So uncontrolled transaction is transactions other than associate enterprise. Countries that employ explicit policies designed to attract international trade-oriented activities. Okay, and they do tax reduction and all. They are called as tax haven countries. Where a person who's, those countries, the tax rates are not there or tax rates are very nominal. This all you study in transfer pricing. Where a person whose total income does not exceed 5 lakh, this is changed from this year. Up to 5 lakh, the penalty is 1000. If your total income is above 5 lakh, then the penalty is greater than 5 lakh. So, ligdo, penalty is 5000. So, these two answers are not there. Now, they have asked this. Next, they can ask this. If your total income exceeds 5 lakh, what is the penalty? 5000. So, these 234 series you should remember. Initiation of summary assessment 1 year के अंदर हो जाना चाहिए. Due date of 45%. I told you जून तक कितना है 15%, सितंबर तक 45%, दिसंबर तक 75% and March तक 100%. So that's the answer. Where an assessee is in default or is deemed to be in default in making the payment of tax, the tax recovery may proceed to recover from an assessee amount specified in the certificate by one or modes available. Which of the following is correct? Okay. So this is from the chapter tax recovery. So if you are not able to recover the tax, you can attach and sell the movable property, or you can attach and sell the immovable property, or you can appoint the all. And there is one more which is not there here, but that is you can put the person in prison and then ask to pay the tax and then relieve him. So all of these are correct. ये तीन तो है, एक और भी है. Second, appealing authority. First is Commissioner Appeal. Second is ITET. ICDS 7, the treatment of government grant related to depreciable asset. So depreciable asset, the grant should be reduced from the actual cost, and then on the net amount depreciation will be charged, or grant should be taken as separate income, or it should be deferred over the period or none. So grant should be. If I have got a plant and machinery of 100 crores, and if there's a government, we started the class with this question, 25 crore. So 25 crore government grant I'll reduce. My plant and machinery 75 lakhs, and now depreciation will be charged 15% on 75 lakhs. When an assessee fails to furnish any income relating to specified domestic transaction, the quantum of penalty as a percentage value of the transactions, specified domestic transactions above 20 lakhs and all, to them if transfer pricing is applicable, and if they are not covered then 2% of the transfer pricing में कुछ नहीं समझे ना तो penalty 2% लिख के आना of the transaction value, because for many things it is the same. 178 dash of the company will check all the assets and properties and hand over. Who will do all this? Liquidator. 178.3 means, see, they have given managing director, they can give you legal representative and all that also, which is there 168, 173 section. But here it will be liquidator if the company is closed. And a resident application seeking advance ruling in relation to transaction undertaken or proposed to be undertaken by non-resident may make an application. If you want to go for advance ruling provisions for 5 years, you have to make an application in form number 35D. These are the answers you can check. Now see, same way they are writing the justification also. A resident who is seeking advance ruling can apply in form number 25D in quadra applicate. Now this is what, dear students, what is this? That you have to remember this, that when you are checking all these answers, you need to write the justification very quickly. If you feel, ma'am, isme kya likhna? So same, pick up the questions and write it and write. If you just don't write the MCQs, no, they may not give you part marks also. So do write the justification of the MCQs. So here we come to end of the MCQs with important amendments, with linking up topic. 2 topics I have already revised for the amendment. One is trust related, except the registration part, and assessment 147 is huge. Huge मतलब आधा पौना घंटा तो लगेगा, you all know regular class में. 147, 148 you have to give the notice and time limit, and you can go back how many years, and for giving all the notices everywhere you need the permissions now for the principal, chief commissioners and all. So revise that. I hope, frankly speaking, this was my holiday Friday and Saturday, but I wanted to justify and give my best to all of you students, because you have trusted me like anything in my regular class. When I said do the homework, you have done. When I said write this, you have written, and you have shared your booster notes, how you have written in the regular class. The flow charts, the notes, what we have made, format and all. So definitely, still if you are looking forward, see now till the exam, no, the teacher should not go on saying this MCQ was kept at the end, dear students, so that you respond in the class. Please comment. If you are watching this video till now, please give a feedback. Was this helpful? Somewhere I went fast. What are the areas? See, when it is a face-to-face class now, looking at the face, since 21 years I am teaching, dear students, I'm putting my heart and saying, looking at your face without you saying, एक screen चलती है, and I can make out कि how much you have followed. and which student is stopping the pen where, who is not able to do the calculation, who is not able to read the problem only, who didn't understand the concept or who followed everything and all. But these are all online lectures. So as a teacher, what best we can help you, that's what as a teacher I want to give. I don't want to force my knowledge on you all. So practice super duper. Any area you have doubt, in all my YouTube videos in the description, Telegram link is there. Join and take a picture of your doubt, put a message, and surely clear your doubt. Okay? And this PDF material is available in the Telegram group also, and in our concept classes app. Just download, and in the free material also it is available. Wish you very all the best. Even for me, it is like record taking these live classes exactly for uh, thoda kam 2 hours se thoda kam. We got delayed because we were trying to connect it with Zoom, could not do it, and now doing it through another app. But fine, it went on fine, and thank you so much for all your comments. Lots and lots of blessings and wishes to all of you. Let me see what all messages you have sent me yesterday I have covered up or not. Category is clear, I hope. ATM, I have, I think, covered up everything. Still, if anything is left out to be covered according to your WhatsApp and messages, if I missed it, then do put me a message again, we'll surely cover up. Always there to support all of you. And if you feel these English communication is helping, do share this video with at least 5 of your friends whom you feel it will be helpful, even if they are writing the exam in next June. इतने कोई amendments नहीं, amendment videos are just coming next week after 5th of Jan, done with this batch, and we are putting up with the amendment videos till then. Okay, stay connected, subscribe to this channel. You will get a super duper to the point motivation and knowledge. That's the only aim. Thank you so much. Bye bye all of you.